Hey, welcome to Death by Audio. Come on inside. This is the front offices at Death by Audio. These are like some design computers and some shipping computers, a bunch of pedals. Here as we come in, here are the main build and design rooms. We got some people building some stuff. Yeah, heck yeah, it's John and Cameron and Noah. Here's a bunch of cassette tapes. It's always good, you know, when you're going on tour to get some cassettes from the bands.
You guys have a cassette player?
Yeah, you have to have a cassette player. I mean, what kind of office doesn't have a cassette player?
A couple Walkmans.
Yeah, exactly. Here we got like testing rooms. Here's all these different parts. There's like a bin of strange objects. You know, you never know what you're gonna find.
Some doodads.
Some different, yeah, all sorts of doodads. A board of what everybody's gotta do. This is like a silk screen area. So we'll silk screen like the cardboard boxes and then all the kind of custom one-off pedals. And so here's a bunch of different paint. We used to live here, and so at that time we had everything. We had this all built up like a kitchen, and now everyone gets to do their laundry.
Yeah.
We've got some chill zones, you know, where you can just relax and hang out with your friends. You know, I'm a kind of crazy maniac who like throws and smashes guitars all the time. So there's a ton of these necks. There's a studio. Some of these guitars, some crazy ones. This is one which has like a flanger and stuff built on it, and people always like these half guitars. It was like it was one of these guitars that I smashed at a show, and then someone stole half of it. But it's also the only guitar that'll fit when you close the door. We've got ourselves a control room in here. Some of these are like preamps that we built, and some of this stuff, or some of these other things. Here's like the Waveformer Destroyer and like a dual rack and stuff.
You do some personal recordings here too? Like
I do even like mixing and stuff. I got another little studio at my house as well. There's also a back room with tons of parts. Really, when the pandemic hit is when we had to kind of like expand this and have parts because it started to take way longer because we get stuff manufactured from all over the world.
Okay, so you bulked.
We had to bulk up, and then some things, and some of these companies even, you know, fell apart all over the place. So you have to change and everything, and then so now we have to have enough parts for like a year. Here's a bunch of pedals. Here's a bunch of crazy things. Here's the very first Death by Audio pedal. This was like the prototype that I made for like a buddy, and then he actually sent it back to me like maybe 3 years ago or something. He was like, you know, I got this.
After all that time.
He was like, I've got this, and you probably actually want it back because this was like the first Death by Audio pedal kind of. Here's the first Interstellar Overdriver. Yeah. It was like, I think it was bought by like Kurt Vile. He opened it up and was like, oh shit, this is #1. Maybe you want to trade me something for it. So I did, of course, and we got, here's like the Flaming Lips pedal, John Dwyer pedal.
Yeah. These are cool up here.
A bunch of these. This was like a drum pedal machine that I made that we would always use when kind of doing this thing where we'd run the triggers into effects to kind of just generate delay and reverb. This is one of the pedals I made for myself on tour. It's like, you know, it does like reverb and stereo.
So some of these are personal. You're just like, I want to make
tons of that stuff. And kind of the cool thing about making something for yourself is it doesn't even have to work totally correctly.
Yeah.
And so it's like
the charm of it.
And so I can use this on a tour, and it can be kind of like diabolical, and you realize how it's stupid.
And then these are some of the stuff you've just collected over the years.
Yeah, this is a bunch of the stuff I've collected, or, you know, people have gifted me who are other pedal manufacturers and stuff. The craziest looking pedal I think I own. Totally. So, yeah. It's yeah. Don't stick your finger there in the teeth, you know. Look out.
The last thing I ask is story behind this.
So this lamp, it's actually one I found in the subway.
Really?
And so it was just one of those grabs where I was just like, oh, this lamp is
just
insane.
Abandoned.
It was just abandoned. Someone sees their lamp out there. Yeah. They want it back. They know who to contact.
So I'm Hank. I'm one of the designers over here at Death by Audio. This is my little design station I've worked out. Got me working on some Eurorack stuff.
Oh yeah, I heard you talking about the oscillator.
Yeah, exactly. So like good design requires good test equipment, and so we do build our test equipment in-house and stuff. So it's like buffers and oscillators and headphone amps, line balancers, like stuff for everyday use that you need to design, audio circuits and pedals and stuff.
I've been working here since 2020.
Okay.
And I had no idea how to do any of this stuff, and Oliver showed me how to do it. So, I mean, like, and I train people now, and my favorite pedal. I love the fuzz wheel. Should always be turned up to 10, It's a death by audio pedal.
I've been working at DBA for like 2.5 years now. And it's been really, really great. Everyone here is super, and I learn a lot just by asking questions and talking to these guys.
I'm Noah. I do research and development and design and assembly and emails at Death by Audio.
This is Archie with ProAudioStar. I'm with Oliver from Death by Audio. I really just had a couple of questions for you now that we're in this facility. Every one of your pedals kind of holds this line between being mass appealing for people who, just want like a good fuzz, delay, reverb, but then being absolutely, utterly chaotic. And like, how do you consistently maintain that balance?
I think it's that we're always searching for something that's like totally chaotic ourselves, but then you realize, you want to have that range and that balance. And that's what you want to do with music. You want to take it, at least me personally, from places that are like familiar and sound good, and then break over to the other side to something that's totally insane. And so,
What was your very first design? What's your most recent one? And then if you had to pick a favorite of yours that you've done.
The first one that I launched the company with was Total Sonic Annihilation, which is like just a forced feedback loop, which sends the pedals back into themselves to create crazy alien noises and all of that kind of stuff. The most recent ones that we did were the Destroyer series, which are these like 3 small pedals here. The Treble Overload, which is this treble boost that we did for John Dwyer from the OCs. And this is like, they're all stereo as well. We did this 6 different phasers, this like reverb delay. The favorite one of all of our pedals, that's a tough call. There's so many good ones, and I use so many of them. Maybe I would say the Rooms. It's like I use that kind of stereo reverb, and some of those algorithms are just unlike anything else.
So is there a design that you don't do anymore that maybe you would like to revisit at some point, whether it's a reissue of it or maybe a redesign?
Yeah, there's always kind of that thing, I'm always thinking about like how even things could be better. And so it's like every time, we've had a few pedals that we've discontinued, and I think we'll come back with them one way or another. There's like the sound wave breakdown, there's something really kind of cool about that and the way that fuzz interacts.
If you had to guess, how many pedals do you have in this facility at this point?
I'd probably own 500 pedals, maybe.
Oh my God.
If you were to include all the stock, maybe we have like 2,000 pedals or something here. But I don't know.
Insane.
So yeah, something like that. Maybe not quite, but maybe something.
So we actually just did 2 limited edition colorways with Oliver and the guys at Death by Audio for 2 of their most popular pedals. And if you want to go through unbox them, take a look at them the first time.
I mean, these are some of my favorite pedals for sure. The Echo Master and the Echo Dream, both of our signature delays. This one, super sick. Look at this. How cool is that? ProAudioStar Colorway. This is it.
Kind of like a deep burgundy red with the white.
Yeah.
I do like the addition of the white backboard as well.
Super classy.
Yeah.
It's freaking sick. Same amazing delay, but you know, one of 20, one of 50,
20
something
of
like
those,
that.
yeah.
It was a special Echo Dream. Make your pedal board extra special, extra cool. We also have the Echo Master. Look at this. How sick is that?
That came out great.
Yeah, so cool. Stand out with the crowd with your vocal delay.
The power supply is included for this one, I do believe. Right?
It is. That's it. Right there. But that is in the standard black. It's not in the burgundy and white, this power supply.
Don't hide it. It's fine.
It's okay. Yeah. So cool.
I think that one is also, I think we did about 20 of those as well. So both of these are in stock now and available. Grab them while we still have them.
Yeah.
Amazing headquarters, full of character.
Right on. There's so much, cool stuff around here. It's great to be here. It's great to always just be like working on stuff every day with everybody here. And we always have such a good time. It's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.